What's going on, everybody? Mario here again with the Nego Prince YouTube channel. Here I try to make it easier for you to start your own t-shirt business by giving you a heads up on some struggles you might face, equipment you might need, and just some helpful tips and tricks to help you along the way and make it easier for you to start your own t-shirt business. So if that sounds like something that could be helpful or interesting to you, stick around. Today we're going to go ahead and discuss one of the things that I struggled with the most when I first started doing research, and that is the different ways of printing shirts. Now, all the methods in this video can be used to print multiple items. They can range from t-shirts, mugs, license plates, frames, and a bunch of other things. So let's get to it. Now, there are a bunch of different ways of being able to put an image on a shirt, but the ones that I'm going to mention today are some of the most common ways to do it. I personally tried all three of these methods. I'm going to give you some pros, some cons, and some of the equipment that you might need when starting out. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail with these. I'll be making some future videos specific for that. So if you would like to see those, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Just so you know, if you stick around all the way to the end, I have a little bonus for you that can also be very helpful when starting out. So stick around. Alright, so first up on this list is one that I'm sure that almost all of you have heard of. A lot of you have seen the process done, and that is screen printing. Alright, so the process of screen printing in a nutshell. First, you get your screen. You wash it with soap and water. If you want, apply some degreaser, and then you coat the whole screen with a liquid called emulsion. After that, you take it into a dark room and let it dry. Once dry, you take your screen, take your printed image, put it on top, put it under a strong light source, and burn. Once burned, you wash off all the excess emulsion, put your screen on your press, put the paint on it, put the shirt under, and then squeegee the ink across your screen. Then run it under a dryer or some heat to cure it. The quality in screen printing is absolutely amazing. Most inks have a very nice texture when printed and cured correctly, and they last for years. Screen printing is also very good for large runs. Since all you have to do is set up the screen once and then run the squeegee through it, you can do that over and over and just bang out shirts without a problem. So while it might be great for large runs, so when it comes to printing one or two shirts, it can definitely be a bit of a process. Another thing is you need some space. If you arrange everything properly and don't mind doing a little bit of extra work, there are definitely ways of doing it. Next up, heat transfer vinyl. In order to be able to work with heat transfer vinyl, here's what you're gonna need. The vinyl itself, a cutter, and a heat press. Heat transfer vinyl is great for one or two shirts. You can easily just send the file to the cutter, cut the vinyl, throw it on a heat press, done. But when you're looking upwards of 30, 40 shirts, depending on the design, it can take a while. Definitely doable. I've done it myself. I've done upwards of 30 shirts with this. But I will say it does take more work. Also, when learning how to use vinyl and a cutter, I feel that the learning curve is smaller than screen printing. I feel it's less work to get started with it, as well as to get to learn the software and your way around vinyl. Before we continue, I do want to mention that there are two kinds of vinyls. There's heat transfer vinyl, which is used specifically for shirts, and regular permanent or temporary vinyl, which is used for stickers and decals. Heat transfer vinyl is a lot thinner. It has a little plastic carrier and is pretty much the same color on both sides. One's going to be a bit glossier, while the other one's a bit duller. You cut on the side that's dull. While regular sticker vinyl is actually a lot thicker, and it has the vinyl on one side, and then on the back it'll say usually the brand. In this case, Oracle 651. With heat transfer vinyl, you also get the option of patterns. There's a bunch of different options to choose from, as well as heat transfer vinyl that you can print yourself using a special printer. The color options are endless. They have anything from rose gold to rainbow holographic, and heat transfer vinyl can also be as long lasting as screen printing. Another thing that makes HTV or heat transfer vinyl awesome for beginners is the fact that you can fix small mistakes. You can use something like VLR to be able to remove pieces of vinyl. I started my business using heat transfer vinyl, and I think it's a great way to get in the game. Alright, so last but most certainly not least, sublimation. One of my favorite things of sublimation is the vibrancy of the colors. Colors come out super vibrant. If you have your heat settings and your pressure right, sublimation colors will pop. So the things that you need to get started in sublimation are a sublimation printer or a printer converted for sublimation, the correct ink for the printer, sublimation paper, which you can also use regular paper, but the colors don't come out as vibrant, and a heat press. So another awesome thing about sublimation is the fact that you can use it on a lot of different items. You can sublimate full color images onto t-shirts, mugs, medals, almost anything you can think of. But that does not come without limitation. When it comes to shirts, sublimation is limited to polyester and light colored garments. Meaning if you sublimate on a 100% cotton shirt and you wash it, all that ink is going to come right off. And then you can't sublimate on black because the black will absorb all the colors. Now, if you do it right, you can sublimate an entire white shirt black with your image wherever you need it to be. That being said, there are ways to sublimate on cotton shirts as well as dark colored shirts with the help of certain types of printable vinyl, sprays, or laminates. I have a video that I'll post at the end of this one to teach you how to sublimate. And I'll also be uploading other videos where I show you how to print on those other items, as well as some tips, tricks, and little hacks that can help you sublimate on things you're not really supposed to. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Before I reveal the bonus method, go ahead and make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And it really helps me get this information out there so I can try and help people that are frustrated and not knowing where to start. I've gotten a bunch of messages and comments on my TikTok thanking me for all the information that I've been giving, and I just started doing this not too long ago. And I just want to say thank you all for the support that you have given me, and I look forward to being able to help all of you in return with giving you some hopefully helpful advice with my personal experiences starting Neko prints. Alright, so I'm sure by now you've already subscribed to my channel and liked this video, so let's get on to the bonus method. And that is actually combining some of these methods. And what I mean by that is something like getting a screen, cutting out a vinyl stencil, and then using that to screen print. That takes away completely from having to coat the screen with emulsion, waiting for it to dry, and then having to burn it. Go ahead and leave a comment down below on ways that you combine these methods. I might choose a few of them and try them out in a future video. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. I hope you found the information in this video helpful. And if you did, again, please remember to hit the subscribe button and like the video. Take care. See you next time. Stay safe.